iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, I've been reading about Norway's Princess Ingrid Alexandra. She's the granddaughter of the King of Norway. She's going to be studying a Bachelor of Arts degree at Sydney University. She's starting in August. She's going to be living on campus at one of the colleges there. To give us an insight into what college life is like at Sydney Uni, I thought we'd talk to my son, who spent what I think is probably the best year of his life on campus. Hello, Jack.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's I'm glad to be here as an expert finally, not just this big goofball. So I prepared, some notes.
Where does this come from, goofball? You filled in when your mum went away on assignment filming that TV show that we can't talk about, or can we talk about the TV show?
Not yet. I went to Namibia, you can know that.
So your mum went away and you were one of the people.
Yeah, one of the special. Yes, but I read through the comments. Yeah,
we had a flood of email.
Yeah.
There was
who's that goofball?
Who was that?
Yeah.
You did very well.
But you are studying media, so you enjoy this kind of thing.
Love
but
it. Yeah.
Your university life began with you living on campus. She's going to be staying in St Andrews College. You weren't in St Andrews, but you know people who are in St Andrews. But your college is a very similar kind of vibe and similar feel. What are some of the things you would tell a princess from Norway who was coming to live in one of those colleges?
Yeah, well, the prestige is certainly up there with Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard. But I did prepare some tips. So the first one is always know the Camperdown carpet cleaning service. If you spill a drink in there when you're drinking with your friends
in your room,
everyone did this, I promise. But if you have a little a vomit, everyone did it. It's anything. You call the steam cleaning service because that's the only way you can get it out of your carpet.
Okay.
And so Ingrid will be very well off knowing that. Rather than just putting a towel over a spill.
Okay.
And Kleenex,
So
you get a carpet clean
perhaps
as soon as
do
you
they have
can.
a fridge magnet or something like that?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Speed dial.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So
Okay.
they said
Number one?
said that she's she's done her military service and 15 months as an engineer, soldier, and rifleman. But they're saying that she's enjoying she's looking forward to going there to join the clubs and societies. What are some of the clubs and societies? What are some of the events that you took part in?
Well, I wasn't too engaged, sadly, with the university society culture. But I remember on the first day they walk you around, there's the Ninja Society, and she'll have a leg up due to her military service.
Right.
So there's that. There's the boxing, again, a lot of combat sport.
Yeah.
Let me pivot. Medieval combat.
Was that one?
There was one of that, yeah, so she can go
There
back
was
to
one
her
of that?
Norwegian roots.
Yeah, like Viking
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that was Swedish. Oh,
Yeah.
who knows? So there's that, and then there's it's also I do regret actually not taking part in those.
Is there any non-fighting societies?
There's the Socialist Society, but they're fighting for equality, so I guess it
Socialist
depends
society.
how you.
Oh my god.
And what are some of the parties you went to?
Well, there was good story actually. This is a cyclical one because we spoke about my tattoo, the Batman tattoo. That was because we dressed up as Batman for the first responders party.
Right.
And so Batman's Gotham City's first, you'd hope. That's
He is.
Yeah,
He's
he's
the
the big
first
budget
responder.
first responder.
Yeah.
Because most people, I guess, went as
Lifeguards or, sexy nurses.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
You didn't
The
think
All
of
my
doing
bloke friends dressed as that.
yeah. And so you had a Batman costume.
So I'll let her, I'll say to her, don't take Batman, but you can take Spider-Man or something and get the tattoo
Okay.
okay.
of Spider-Man. Don't
And
get
can I just say
Batman,
thank you for as well when you revealed that tattoo to me and said, don't tell mum.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that too.
And
Yeah.
it was some time later that your mum found out. But
And I like to think that the craziness of that year is kind of behind you and you are so much more mature now. And
Yeah.
yet, why don't you tell us about the injury you're sporting right now?
Well, it hurts to sit down right now, and that's the first hint I'll lead with. We were around a fire. Again, everyone did it. Just like the spew on the carpet, but we're all sitting there, and big fire pit, and someone grabbed a big stick and said, "Let's get branded." And so,
sure.
yeah. So my maturity said no, but then 10 minutes later, I've got a big burn on my bottom.
I received a photograph from your friend's mother of his burn that's right in the where the good Lord split him, as they say, and it's not a good position to have
No.
one. And
Well,
she said,
good
I
news,
think your
Mum.
son has a similar one.
Similar, but not in the split. So that's all. That
Okay,
makes all the
wise.
difference.
Don't get burnt
That's
in
why
the
I said
split.
everyone-
If you're listening to this, Princess
So
Ingrid,
Princess Ingrid,
Yes.
if
Okay.
you're going to get branded, don't do it
So-
where the good Lord splits you.
Camperdown carpet cleaning, have
Yeah.
them on speed dial.
Spider-Man.
Also the burns unit, possibly
Yeah.
a good thing, and maybe some balm.
Yeah.
Chris Brown went to St Andrews, which is the college that she'll be in, and I think his first week there, he decided, you know how tall he is, that he'd do the worm. And he just launched himself from his great height, cracked on his elbows, and had to spend the night in Camperdown Hospital, which is just around the corner.
I do garner that Chris would have cracked on a fair bit when he was at university. Like
Jack,
next
what
thing,
about
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do you think you might have a romantic interlude with
Oh,
the
wow.
princess?
Yeah,
What a
let's.
great-
All this is the only reason you're here, mate. Is your mum wants to marry the
Can
princess?
we do a live cross with her? Right? Is that what we're here for?
No.
This is just spade work
Okay.
for you to marry a princess.
Well, yes, I'd bring the same level of coolness, swagger as
Okay.
Princess Diana did.
Oh.
Well, no, not obviously.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, not at the
What's
end.
that? Yeah, what's that? Yeah, that's horrible.
Thank you,
No, but
Jack.
if I'm sure she listens to Gold every morning. Ingrid, but enjoy your time at Sydney University, and enjoy the medieval combat.
Form an orderly queue, princess, because he's right here.
He's right here with the Savlon on.
Jack, carry on about your business, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
It's-
you.
You
Yeah.
can go back to bed now.
Yeah.